Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Catio Chat this morning. I'm going to make my way out to the kitchen and see if we have any kitties. All right. Good morning. Oh, there's Miss Muffy way over. Oh, here comes Mr. Bear and Luna, and Loki is poised to attack. Oh my goodness, look at the kitties. All right, I think there's a kitty heading for the door. We've got a weather kitty this morning. Good boy, Loki. All right. Let's see what the weather's doing today. Let's go. Okay, first thing I notice is the deck boards are wet. So we must have gotten some rain overnight. Thank you. Yes, we did. I can tell everything is wet looking. Oh, that's wonderful. We need rain so bad. So this is our catio this morning at 4:30. It's pretty dark. You can't see what's behind it, but we've got a covered outhouse right there, and then there's a cabin for sleeping, chairs for us, and it's a wonderful place in the daytime. There's lots of shelves up there. Kitties love to lay up there and look out over their territory. Yeah, and that's the catio. It's a DIY. But it's 10 years old and it's withstood quite a few hurricanes and never moved. So it's a good catio. Loki loves it. Hi, Loki. Here's our boy. All right, well, let's see who else we got in here. Must be some more kitties. And here's a little kitty right there. Good morning, Miss Muffy. How you doing this morning? This is Miss Muffy. She's our oldest kitty. She's 26. Just turned last Saturday. So she's an old gal. Still got a great appetite, though. You can see, just munching away. She's still got all of her teeth, and she doesn't have any problems other than she does have arthritis. And at this point, her kidneys are pretty old, so we give her supplements for both. Yeah, kidneys and arthritis. Keep Miss Muffy going strong. Dear little cat. Hard to believe she's been here for a quarter of a century. All right, let's move the big puffy chair. Bear always likes it when I do this, but he's nowhere to be seen right now. There's Bear. There he is. Oh, there's Luna too. There's our big kitties. So we have 3 mainecoon cats and that little teeny tiny tortie or whatever she is over there. So we've got Mr. Bear. He's our big polydactyl kitty who needs a haircut really bad. And then we've got Miss Luna. Her coat's always perfect. She's perfect. And she likes to pick on my anti-fatigue mat. The rubber chunks are just flying. Here, good morning, Luna. Luna's our 10-year-old brown tabby with white. And she considers herself the mainecoon boss, right, Luna? And chief dish inspector. Luna will take me around to the dishes in the daytime. We'll have a look at them and make sure they're topped up. Yeah. Even though Luna can be bossy with the other kitties, she still likes to take care of them. And that's Luna. Yeah, so, and Loki, he's outdoors. He's our black smoke mainecoon kitty. And Loki is 8 years old, and he's going to be 9 in February. Here comes Miss Muffy. There she goes. Still doing really good for a 26-year-old kitty. Yeah. I'm doing much better than most, I think, probably. Yeah. So many don't get anywhere near that number. But we always have had long-living cats. I've never lost a cat under 15. They always live to 20. Yeah, 20 is usually, that's probably the average age of all the cats we've had, would be about 20. Because some would have been 18 or 22, that kind of thing. So we've always had long-living kitties, haven't we, Bear? Do you want your chair? Want your chair, buddy? There's a chair. You want to get up? There he goes. There, Bear's on the table. There he is. We can get a good look at him up there. What do you got in your mouth? Oh, must have been hair or something. Good morning, Bear. So Bear's in need of a haircut. And he's getting one on the 22nd. Yes, he is. Probably not going to think too much of it either. I'm hoping that he's that he can be sort of chill like he is when he goes to the vet. Bear's very chill, very gentleman-like. So we're hoping for the gentleman Bear on the 22nd when Kendall comes to do his haircut. Yeah, we don't want Bear to turn into a bear. No, and he can, even though he's a big teddy bear, he can be pretty grouchy, can he, Lou, when it's time to take knots out. Let's see what time it is this morning. Yep, it's 4:30. That's about right. I get up anywhere between 4 and 4:30 in the morning. I'm just going to scoot over, turn the coffee pot on, I think, because I can use a coffee at this hour. All right, what do we got? 8 cups. There, coffee's on. Yay. And today is Monday. Oh, the first day of the week. Anything can happen. It probably will. Right, Bear? Can we come in for a pet? Can we come in for one? Aw. Hi. Bear loves to be petted. There he is. Got a handsome face. There. Aw. There. Good boy. There he is. All right. You want to come over for a pet, Miss Muffy? Want to come over for a pet? There. You pet Miss Muffy. She loves to be pet. Here, Luna loves to be petted too. Oh, I see you. Oh, I hear Loki. Loki's at the door. He makes a little scratchy sound to let me know. All right. There, Loki, you coming in or are you just scratching? Sometimes Loki tries to get the other kitties to come out and play. I think that's what he's up to. That tail. That tail. It's got a mind of its own. There's Loki. I guess he couldn't get anyone to come out. Let's see if we can see him for just a second before he leaves. Here's our Loki. He's a big boy. I put that little tiny box there to see if anybody would try to get in it. Loki was standing in it last night. Yeah. Well, there we can get a good look at the Loadster. He still glows in the dark with his new haircut, though. So I'm going to try to get Kendall to leave some of Bear's top coat on his back, if it's salvageable. We'll try to get her to leave some on his back so he doesn't look all shaved off like Loki. Loki didn't need to have his back shaved off either. It was in great shape. But I had mentioned a teddy bear cut, and I didn't realize that the whole coat came off like the lion cut. So, yeah. Loki's hair is growing back, though. And, yeah, Bear's going to lose all that fluffy stuff on the sides there. That's where the mats are and stuff. And he's got some on his belly and on his pantaloons. He's got them everywhere. Yeah, that's one of the difficult parts of having long-haired cats. And what I did wrong was when I got Bear as a kitten and everybody else, I didn't train them to love being brushed. So Bear's only association with the brush is pain. Or not the brush, but my combs for taking knots out. So whenever he sees it coming, he's in a bad mood. Yeah. Yeah, it hurts to pull knots out, and I don't like to do it that way. So we're going to have Kendall come and rescue us again. But like one of my subscribers said, this is the first time in 10 years that I've lost control of Bear's coat. So yeah, it's easy to do, especially when you're busy and your kitty does not like it. You tend to ignore it, and then it gets worse. So that's what's going on. Yeah. Hi, Lou. Pretty girl. Luna doesn't get any mats. No, she's perfect. Aren't you, Lou? Mm-hmm. She's got a perfect coat. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me see. I could show you my my painting again, I guess. I had a little bit done on it yesterday, but not much. I started working. I'm trying to fill the back in now where the sky is, because there's a bunch of trees back there. So I just started putting them in up there yesterday. So there's a ton of work to be done on that painting. It's just sort of the beginning of it. So that's Miss Muffy. And this is my little painting spot that I paint at. Yeah. So that's it. I love to paint kitties, and I've painted all of our kitties. This is Miss Muffy's third painting, though. I've painted everybody, and Miss Muffy's got 3 paintings, and she deserves it. Yeah. There's one painting of Bear that I did up there when I was starting to paint kitties. And yeah, I kind of like that picture. It looks like Bear when he's in one of those, when he's in a devilish mood. It doesn't happen, does it, Bear? No. There. We have another pet. Bear's got fantastic whiskers. There. There's a good boy. Mm-hmm. Have a scratch. He loves to have his neck scratched. Aw. There. There's a good boy. Yes, he is. So, after Catio Chat, the kitties have a snack. I don't have a snack. The kitties have a snack. Don't they, Bear? Yep, that's what everybody's waiting around for. Their little morning snack. And then, after that, they immediately look for a place to sleep. There's Loki, Luna, and Miss Muffy. Yep, so, yep, kitties get a snack, and then they go back to bed. And then when they get up, they get another snack. Don't they, Luna? Yeah, lots of snacks go on here in the daytime. And it's not just snacking, it's they're healthy snacks, and they're very hydrating, so we're always trying to get more water into the kitties. Here. Yeah, Miss Muffy. She heard me say water. There she is. Yeah. Well, there's Miss Luna. Oh, you're such a beauty. And there's Loki in behind. So, let me see. Yes, we're going out this morning. My husband had to get a new tire put on his motorbike. So we're gonna do that this morning. You never know, we might go for a bike ride today, if it's nice. We've been riding motorcycles for most of our lives. I got my license when I was 16 years old. That was a long time ago. Yeah. I've always liked, I always loved riding motorcycles and doing adventurous stuff like that. Yep. But then my most favorite thing is to come home and see the buddies. Yeah, that's where my heart is. For sure. Hi, Bear. What a beautiful boy. You have such a beautiful face. Yeah, and I can tell you're listening. Yeah, what a good kitty. There. Well, we're all up for the day, and yeah, and it's Monday. So Monday won't last. It won't last more than 24 hours. So then it'll be Tuesday, and everything will be all right again. And there's our two girl kitties, big and little, right there. Yeah. Miss Muffy's so small. She only weighs 6 pounds. Next to Luna, who weighs 18 pounds. So big and little, yeah. Well, I'm thinking, guys, since everyone's fit as a fiddle, we're gonna wrap this up. Call it Catio Chat for today. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.